All right, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Boom, you're recording.
Hold on. Yo, if you don't get in the bed right now.
Make sure you got this. Cue it up, please, God. Put that minute marker down, please, God. Let me know, Cam. You got it.
I got it.
Okay.
We got it. We got another one, Guru.
Okay. Let's go do it again.
Unleash the dad on him. Unleash the dad on him, Guru.
Unleash the belts.
Please observe the fresh, play it loud, 97, Steve Harvey, double breast, sling it southpaw, right hand, follow the left, top down the Yukon into the jet, airborne.
Yo, I am stuffed from all the motherfucking barbecue. It's your boys at DefCon Jive. They had to roll me out of the barbecue. Nothing but burgers, ribs, chicken, cats,
$100 bills,
mugs,
beans, tomatoes,
potatoes.
Peel out the cotties, you know what I'm saying? Another 4 wheels.
Yo, anything could be turned into a Prodigy lyric. That's fantastic. Anything, bro.
Bro, because he never rhymed shit, dog. Like, he just gave you straight facts, yo. The whole career of straight facts.
All straight facts. Except for, he gave you all the straight facts except for the words that his man Killer Black gave him that he couldn't say.
Well, like, in his defense, we weren't ready for that. You know what I'm saying?
We still aren't.
Our feeble minds can't comprehend.
Exactly. Like, this nigga told you about the Illuminati in the first joint. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Wasn't nobody talking about Illuminati. He was like, know what? They got a mind, soul, and my body. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? It's like 92, nigga.
Right. Nope. Wrong. Jay-Z's Illuminati. Deal with
it. Now I get it.
Deal with it.
See, I said.
Ooh.
Jealousy, I said.
Jealousy. Yo, this your boy Cannon, a.k.a. Peter Shankman, B.K.A. Dr. Ray Skanks,
Word.
C.K.A. Winston Deadmore, lastly, F.K.A. Egonorrhea Spanglers. Because I'll make you catch the Holy Ghost till you end up clapping, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah, that's disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's good though.
Thanks.
Good though. Shouts to the Ghostbusters, you just said.
Oh, you caught it. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Shout to Egon, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man. Yo, it's your man, motherfucker, Jay Remy, you know what I'm saying? The immortal crocodile scum deep.
Oh shit. That's cause I got my good eye on your mate, you know what I'm saying?
You don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? AKA, you know what I'm saying? Fred Drip Delano, you know what I'm saying? Pull a bitch out the slums and give it a new deal.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Money longer than the Aretha funeral. You know what I mean?
That's long. That's long as shit. That's fucking long, son.
Motherfucking BKA. Your man's Manu Jiro Chi Deep Fryer. You know what I'm saying? Euro stepping on the dope. CKA is your man Stott Bacula. You know what I mean? Quantum leaping in the DMs. You know what I mean?
You can't go home yet. You can't go home yet until this session is over.
Yeah, I gotta get one more body. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit! All right, motherfucking DKA. It's your man Boston George Bush. You know what I'm saying? Slide your girl the candy on the low while the preacher's talking. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
That's a bar.
And lastly, you know what I'm saying? I got no follow up for this joke, but it's your man's motherfucking Brett Kavanaugh player. You know we ain't gonna do it.
They said they wanted some 1,000 pages, so we ain't gonna do it.
I can't do it. I can't even do it.
Not gonna be able to do it.
Listen, man, Boom Dynamite, man. I'm going educational this week, man.
Word?
Yeah,
You about to teach him something?
I gotta teach you something. You know what I'm saying? This is pivotal information. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, what's good? What's good?
Your man Don Fondant's about to give it to you. They call me Don Fondant because I'm smooth and the cake stay covered.
Oh yeah, but that body.
It's been covered.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm about to tell you about, you know what I'm saying, the correct roll up that you need to get for the tree that you got. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah?
Respect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just you gotta fuck with it. So it depends on the tree you got. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go to 7-Eleven and be like, let me get, whoop de whoop. You gotta. It depends on what you purchase. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
So the first joint, your Sweet Lee. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's when you're smoking shake. You know what I'm saying? No big bud, you smoking shake. That's that Sweet Lee. That's Swisher Sweet Lily. Then you know what I'm saying, you might cop that Dutch Master Chief, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. What's that?
Those are for experienced smokers. They blow smoke rings, they look like halos, you know what I'm saying?
Do it.
CKA Frank White Owls, you know what I'm saying?
What's that?
That's when you got that Joe is so strong, get you hypnotized, you know what I'm
saying? Wait. You get so high that you leave your daughter tied up in the Brooklyn basement?
Bruh, that's not to be confused with the notorious Zags, you know what I'm saying?
Not the Ziggalos, though.
No, that is.
What's that?
That's when you gotta smoke some shit to get rid of your suicidal thoughts, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Well, FKA, you know what I'm saying? The game, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hate it or love it, your boy's gonna roll up regardless, you know what I'm saying? FKA Kush Groove, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Know what those are?
What's that?
Those are those blunts that Curtis be blowing, you know what I'm saying?
Those were the breaks.
You know what I'm saying? GKA Barbito Garcia. Hey, Vega, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, you're fucking, hold up. You're fucking washed, first of all.
Yeah.
First of all, you're washed.
That's when you're low on money, you know why?
Why is that?
That makes your tree stretch, you know what I'm saying? If you got the Barbito Garcia Vegas, you know what I'm saying? That make your tree stretch. You know what I'm saying? HKA Backwood Harris, you know what I'm saying?
All right, do it.
That's if you cop your weight in Baltimore, you know what I'm saying? That's only if you got Backwood Harris. IKA Kansas City Royal Blunts, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
That's when you got the fire. When you got the fire, you know what I'm saying? And that shit leaves your mind out in left field somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You can also get these Kodak Blackstones, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
Right.
That's when you got nosy shit. You can't even roll in peace, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to roll up, I can't even roll in peace, you know what I'm saying? Or you can get the Optimo Peterson, you know what I'm saying?
What's that?
That's when you're rolling up a fat boy, you know what I'm saying? Because Mo Peterson looks like Fat Boy.
Shout out to our boy Fat Boy.
You know what I'm saying? Or you can get that Shine joint. You know what I mean?
What's it? How you get that one? What's that?
That's if you had a, you know what I'm saying, Jamaican fire that leaves you stuttering, like Bitterweight, swing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can get that Bamboo and Gotti too. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, the Bamboo and Gotti.
What's that?
That's when you light the trees up to start the fiesta. You know what I'm saying?
Son, I dare you to name another Boo and Gotti joint. I dare you to name another Boo and Gotti joint.
I got nothing else. Or you can get that RAW. You know what I'm saying?
Word? What's that?
That's long live the strain. You know what I'm saying? Long live the strain. Or you can get that DJ Quickie. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What's that?
That's when you have to justify your drugs for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. Or you can get that Bluntsville. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's only if you're from the home of the brave, putting work in these streets like a slave. You know what I'm saying? That's Bluntsville, home of the brave.
Can't work there, man. They keep a rugged dress code. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You have to. You know what I'm saying? Or they won't even sell it to you. You can get that DMX XL. You know what I'm saying?
I like it. That sounds like a good one.
I actually had one of these joints the other day. I was growing up, and Shorty came by, and she was like, "Damn, your weed is loud as shit."
Did you bark at her?
No, I was like, mind your business, lady. You know what I'm saying? Or I know this is your joint of choice, Cannon. You know what I'm saying? Them Phillies.
Yeah.
Most wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's when you're rolling up the moon rocks, got you high as Neptune. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about the shit you got to cross the border for?
Yeah. You can't get it over here. They'll cross the border for it.
And if you can't smoke it, you a sucker.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And here's one for you, Raymond. I know this is what you use. You know what I'm saying? It's the goods time. You know what I mean?
Oh, word? Okay.
Them joints are hard to roll. Them joints hard to roll. That means it's a battle rap. You know what I'm saying? You get to struggle with the joints. It's a battle rap.
Fuck you, yeah.
That's the goods time. And lastly, you know what I'm saying, to end our educational, you know what I'm saying, session, you gotta roll them tigarellos. You know what I'm saying?
What's that?
That's if you want to share the blunt with your little brother or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yo,
that's why Boom goes like.
Yo, and you know what's crazy? I just said to my lady Bina, I said, maybe I'll learn something tonight on the podcast. and Boom Dynamite, you did not disappoint. I learned something.
So now you know before you go to the little gas station, like you gotta reevaluate what you got in your pocket. Like, all right, 5, man. You know what I'm saying? I need that Garcia Vega because I need my shit to stretch. You know what I'm saying?
Son, that is so fucking washed.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
have to be, number one, you got to be from up top.
Right.
Number two, you got to be a certain age from up top to know what the fuck a Bobito Garcia is.
Dog, I'm telling you, like you can only have like exotic strains. You gotta have like future flavors. You know what I'm saying? You can't have Reggie. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up, nigga.
I'm just saying.
Oh, man. Yo, it's just deep cut after deep cut. Dog.
Right.
Like,
Just saying, man.
But I mean, if you got the future flavors, that's when you end up rolling a big L.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is true. And then usually, them shits last for about 9-10 minutes. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not a regular. It's not a 3-4 minute joint. It's like a 9-minute joint. It goes back in.
Yo, this is when we keep going until like one person is listening, and they're like, "Yo!"
No, so everybody else logs off once they like, I don't get that reference. All right, I'm gone.
Right. We fucking end up making a group home reference somehow.
Right.
like, yo,
Hey, yo,
how do we know like the cutoff? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Where is the cutoff?
you're like, that nigga looks like Mr. Washington from PS 147. You know what I'm saying? And nigga's like, yo, son, what is boss? Something like, nigga, Mr. Washington.
oh man, yo.
No, it's so small. All little motherfucking windows.
The exact cross section, dog. It's like it's one person in like Brooklyn, dog.
And it's you, nigga. Like, it's you.
Some Spanish dude is in like the Bronx. Like, can these niggas see me? Like,
The nigga's right now. He's putting the tape on his webcam. Like, these niggas. Something's got to be going on.
It's like, wait a minute, hold up. How the fuck you know I went to go? How you know I went to PS 111, son?
You know what I'm saying? How we know the hair on a cat in my bodega? You know what I'm saying?
How the fuck you know Mr. Stripes at the corner bodega? What's going on? You making jokes and shit about that.
How we know when I leave the bodega I say suave? You know what I'm saying? How do you know that shit?
yeah.
Oh, that's so stupid.
So I said
Y'all
suave.
so
nigga.
stupid. Y'all so fucking stupid. Well, what we're demonstrating here is how to go long, pause, with seemingly no end.
Play. Fast forward.
With seemingly no end. That's how it was for the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin's funeral, homegoing, if you're black and religious. That joint started at about 10 o'clock, and I believe Stevie Wonder's about to go play right now.
Right.
As we record. It was long, so I left for work and it was about to come on. I got home and there was still 3 more people that were supposed to go up on stage.
Bro, I got home at like 6 o'clock and there was still like 3 hours left in the shit.
Exactly. So I got home at 5 o'clock, 5:30.
This shit was long, but I want to say this, man. And I don't want to get too much into the conversation, but I feel like the people that, with the funeral or whatever, do not go to a black church or have not been in a long while.
Yeah.
Because if there's 2 things that you know about, you know what I'm saying, black churches, specifically hood black church, you're talking about Detroit here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
One is that, you know what I'm saying, time is a man-made concept in the house of the Lord.
Yo, it's so fucking true.
That is absolutely true.
No,
That's
don't
so
let the
true.
man-made ideas.
It does not fall into the divine order. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been at church many a times. I went inside when it was light outside and left outside when it was dark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And left with dinner. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went into church off the pregame and left off the, you know what I'm saying, late game.
Bro,
So,
communion was your breakfast.
you know what I'm
And
saying?
you took a plate home for dinner.
That's real shit.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's number 2. Inside of those hood black churches are the most non-politically correct, you know what I'm saying, sentiments that are ever spewed.
Yep.
All times.
Yep.
Against all non-black minorities. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
When they talked about Obama and they had like Jeremiah Wright, and people were like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Niggas were
He co-signs this? Oh my God.
We were like, motherfucker, that is Sunday. What are you talking about?
We were like, preach, pastor, preach. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so like, when the shit came out about the homophobia and the comments against Ariana Grande about the, you know, Taco Bell.
Yeah, Taco Bell.
I feel like
egregious.
I feel like it was people that were like, I'm a Aretha Franklin fan or whatever, so I'm watching this funeral. Not like I'm a, you know what I'm saying, a black churchgoer, because I feel like, like, yeah, pastors say fucked up shit all the time. All the time.
All the time. That's their lane.
But not even like the fucked up shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ariana Grande got up on there and the way too short miniskirt, you know what I'm saying, that Mother Key was sitting on the front row, you know what I'm saying, like, had some shit to say about, you know what I'm saying?
She should have a blanket over her legs. Like they
exactly, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta put the prayer cap on your lap.
Like they make all the fast girls do, you know what I'm saying?
You fucking heathen, you know what I'm saying?
Like, take this hand quilted, you know what I'm saying, Afghan with Ephesians 14:5 stitched on that bitch.
In the bold letters, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Maybe that'll cool down your hot pocket, you know what I'm saying?
But like she got up there and she was singing motherfucking Natural Woman. First of all, singing Natural Woman in church is kind of egregious in itself.
Yo, that's like legit sacrilegious right there, son.
Yeah. But like but it's Aretha's day, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna let that cook. You know what I'm saying? But like Ariana Grande didn't sing it well. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like as hard enough as it is to follow up, you know what I'm saying, like an Aretha joint. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have picked Ariana Grande to do this song. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Ariana has pipes though, and I think that's what they're going for.
But I wouldn't have picked Ariana to do this. You know what I'm saying? This should have been reserved for a Jill Scott. You know what I'm saying? Or Brandy or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree totally. But like, I'm not going to diminish Ariana's pipes, but I will say this. And to your point, like the other singers that killed it, you know what I'm saying? They were singing, you know what I'm saying, in that black church, you know what I'm saying, historical context.
Yeah. Right.
Fantasia killed it, you know what I'm saying? And
Fantasia killed it. Jennifer Hudson killed it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Killed it. And that's singing, not singing. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's that there. So she didn't sing. She did a pretty good job. But like I said, I don't think the song belongs in church. And I don't think like she wasn't dressed for I don't know that she knew she was coming to a church or whatever. That's what it seemed like. She wore something that's inappropriate.
Like she's never been to a black church
style.
She's never been to a black church. And I totally forgive you for that. And when the fucking reverend got up, you know what I'm saying, and like dropped his inappropriateness, you know what I'm saying, like it was more like, you know, God bless you. It wasn't so much of like, let me pop a feel on this young lady. It was like, God bless your heart, you know what I'm saying, like you can sit down now. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like
I mean, he had to put his hand near her heart to do that though.
And what, you know, everyone's going in on them like that, like I feel like that's what someone was supposed to do in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so happened to be a dude. You know what I'm saying?
Like someone had to go out there and put an arm.
Bruh, so I had to go out there and put an arm around her and be like, "Yo, God bless your heart, sister." You know what I'm saying? You did a good job. Now it's time for you to leave. You know what I'm saying?
It was literally like a audience of old nasty men. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And like, you know what I'm saying, they were just staring at ass the entire time, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just be clear. And I think it goes back to the point we both made earlier, where she's wearing something that's inappropriate for a church, and you know what I mean. And I'm not saying that like that's why she got touched or whatever, or that legitimizes him doing that.
Right.
But like that's what it is. You saw Bill Clinton, you saw, you know what I'm saying, people back there just, you know what I mean, staring.
But in their defense, Boom, like what the fuck else are they supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like they're sitting in the chairs, you know what I'm saying, like behind her, and she has a short skirt on. And like are you supposed to like look, like turn your chair around? Like
not that, but like, you know what I'm saying,
you around? You can't turn that around.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't looking at Shirley Caesar's yams, rams, hog, dog, you know what I'm saying?
You know, by the time before Shirley Caesar got up there, you know what I'm saying, them niggas had left. You know what I'm saying? Bill Clinton was out of the building.
That's real. Bill was gone.
I was just saying, like, I think people are a little too much in they shit, you know what I'm saying, about, you know, motherfucking Ariana Grande getting touched. I don't feel like she was groped, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she was like, it was like a regular dude, like giving you a half a hug, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was too familiar, but like,
it was super familiar.
Like, let's just fucking leave it at the way it is, you know what I'm saying?
I think it was uncomfortable. I think it was creepy. I think it was like, you know what I'm saying, borderline. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and you've been in a joint where, like, you know what I'm saying, even like girls as well. Like, you know what I'm saying, you see a joint and, you know what I mean, you may give out some hugs, or you're just homegirls, friends or whatever. And then it's the one joint that likes you. She may hug you a little longer or squeeze a little tighter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and it's not like I'm being sexually harassed or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I'm right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's, you know what I mean? It was inappropriate. But it wasn't harassment, I believe.
Hey, Boom, do you want to talk about something here?
Nah, I'm just saying. You know what it is. Like, bruh. We all been there, bro. We all been there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I'm saying this is a safe place, Boom. You know what I'm saying?
not everybody's been there. I'm just,
bruh, you ain't never had a shorty and it was like, I don't know if she's really feeling me or not, and then you have like some intimate contact, not even on some like crazy shit, like a hug, and it's just like, oh, she hugged me a little tighter, she hugged me a little, you know, hold her like stronger, whatever. Like, I'm gonna try to shoot the shot. I'm
just saying though, Boom, like this like you with your brothers here, like we don't have to air this part. We can cut this part out. Like it's fine. Are you okay?
I'm just talking. Listen, bro. I'm just out here talking facts to the people, bro.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just checking, bro. Cause we're here for you.
But like Cannon, like all jokes aside, that's what I feel like this shit is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Everybody's way too hyped up on the shit that he put his hand around her shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But let me ask you this though.
It's still nasty old man shit, but it's not like, you know what I mean.
So that's what I was gonna ask you though. Like, so Remy, a lot of people use this as a springboard to say like stuff like this always gets overlooked in the church. Like, a lot of older pastors will be able to get away with this because stuff like this happens and nobody reports it, nobody checks pastor on it because they don't want to run afoul of the congregation. So like this particular situation may not be as bad as people are blowing it up to be, but some people do feel that way, and that's fine. But to use it as a springboard to point out that pastors do be inappropriate sometimes with younger women. Is that fine,
whenever
right?
there's a man in power, whenever there's a group, you know what I'm saying, that's predominantly led by men, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a certain percentage of motherfuckers just doing skeevy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That's just what it is. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Skeevy delicious.
In this particular case, I don't feel like this was Max Skeevy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Max Skeevy.
I feel like he went up there to get her off the stage. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there was no couscous. There was no couscous.
I don't feel like he groped her up. Like maybe his hand landed somewhere like where it was inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he was going up there to feel on her breast. You know what I'm saying? On national television. That nigga knows he's on national TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, yo.
Yeah. But I mean,
there's a clip
fine
that came out like maybe a month ago, and with some news reporter that like groped Mel B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw that, John.
And so like
respect to that, Mel B is still fly as shit.
Mel B is fine as fuck.
Ain't nothing scary about that shit, though.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what I want, what I really want. But like niggas like she's seated and he's like, you know, hand down her like, you know what I'm saying, skirt trying to, and it's like that is to me, you know what I'm saying, harassment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a line is crossed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would be like, all right, don't go by passing McNasty no more. You know what I'm saying?
That's too McNasty.
No, like that would be
McNasty filth, dog.
That would be that joint. That would be that joint. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing happened, but like the propensity of it happening, you know what I'm saying, is there. So,
right.
You know what I mean? So like, I feel like it was inappropriate. I feel like it was some old man shit. I don't even feel like it was some church shit, because I feel like if it was any, you know what I'm saying, old man, it was just like, you know what I mean, this is my girlfriend at the cookout, you know what I'm saying, Uncle Jasper, and he's like, oh, come here, let me give you a hug, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, why is this hug so long, Jasper? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing.
But you know, like, I don't feel that way. Like, I feel like if, like, motherfucking Jason Derulo was up there singing that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he would have come and did the exact same shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, put his hand around the young man. It's like, hey, it's time for you to leave now. You did an all right job. You know,
but also,
it's time for you to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only a thing because she's a woman.
And what also is compounded in this that we didn't discuss is the fact that he made a tongue-in-cheek joke. You know what I'm saying?
That was uber racist.
So like, if you've ever been in those situations, right? It's like, I'm gonna say this, but I'm also trying to, like, you know what I mean, placate you, and not trying to, like, you know what I mean, it's a joke, but I'm not trying to disrespect you. So it's like, you know what I mean, like, I'm gonna like force contact to show you that I'm not,
like, yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying, like
that's what I felt it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like ha ha, like, nigga, you a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I pat you on the shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like.
I don't trust this motherfucking bastard, but you know what I'm saying?
So let me also address the other portion that made news was the eulogy at the end made a lot of the same as I'll put this in internet terms that most people can understand. Anti-black, misogynist type of rhetoric that we got with, you know, to say that, you know, we need black men to raise black boys, where Aretha raised, you know, 3 boys herself. And then to say, like, you know, black on black crime, we need, black lives don't matter until they matter to us, and all this other shit that older folks usually say for respectability politics, yada, yada, yada. I also feel like a lot of people use that as a springboard to attack the church in a way too.
Exactly.
Now, I don't know if y'all know this. Most people don't. I'm an atheist. I don't give a fuck about no church. But I also know that is usually the rhetoric in church, right? And a lot of people go there and they're saying that this is why younger folks may be still religious, but don't fuck with the church. How did y'all feel about that dude's eulogy talking about, men need to be men? Also the Democrats need to respect Republicans, gays need to respect straight. How'd you feel about that, Boom?
I feel like I think you said it the best. Like, I feel like this funeral became an indictment about church, and
it sure did.
What are people's biggest foibles or things that they hate about? You know what I'm saying? Church. Number one, it's too long. I gotta wake up early.
Super long.
And they were just 9 hours. And then it's maybe some ideologies that I don't necessarily agree with. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's a homophobia, you know what I'm saying, the political joints, all those things, but those are why people don't attend church. And I think that it doubled down on those lyrics, doubled down on those people's fears and ideas. On the other side, you know what I'm saying, the people that have those ideals, you know what I'm saying, and do go to church were this is why I'm here. The same reason the people that support Trump and when they hear racist ideas, they're yeah, that's our shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's my shit.
So you know what I mean?
Wu-Tang
I think what the majority of Christians, you know what I'm saying, feel and believe and go to churches are not those churches, you know what I'm saying, that share the ideas of equality and say you know what I'm saying, we're all inclusive. Jesus loved all, so it's hypocritical to say that, you know what I mean, woo-de-woo-de-woo. Or, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna keep the services for about 45 minutes on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. And
fuck that white people shit. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be 4 days long. You know it.
I do. But you gotta evolve.
You're going to miss open the kickoff. Don't. You
gotta. Not if I go 8 o'clock, baby. 8 plus 4. 8 plus 4 is 12, baby.
Yeah. Early service, you can catch kickoff. Late service, nah, bro. You gonna get home about halftime.
No, but seriously, I think most Christians, you know what I'm saying, don't harbor those views. Just I feel a lot of Republicans don't harbor the views that, you know what I mean, the shit that the presidents are this small faction of, So, it sucks that, you know what I'm saying, it was just, it's church. It is what it is, you know what I mean?
Let me ask you a quick follow up to that, Boom, because you bring up an interesting point there that you say you don't believe most Republicans believe the views of Trump, just like most black Christians don't believe the views of maybe that one pastor. However, wouldn't we say that it's a fault of the GOP to not stand up to that rhetoric from Trump and his supporters, just like it might be a fault of black Christians to not stand up to that pastor who says those things?
Most definitely.
Okay.
And I feel you know what I'm saying, to be real with you, I feel the reason is because there's so much divisiveness within Christianity, and it's you know what I mean, but you're a Pentecostal, and you're not Catholic, and you're not this, and you're not, you know what I mean? So it's listen, you're sex before marriage, and you know what I mean, woody. So it's I feel you know what I'm saying, just like the Democrats, that we don't want to go back and fight the same kind of fights and dirty up the same kind of shit so that you can't delineate each other. But it's stand up for right is right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I've been in churches and saying I don't believe that, you know what I'm saying, all gay people are going to hell like that. I don't believe that.
Right.
The God that I, you know what I'm saying, love and the Bible that I read says that.
Right. Okay.
But they all going to hell though. Just so we're clear, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but if Rabuloso puts out a girl on girl joint, is she going to hell, Remy?
Yeah.
Are you following her?
I'm paying a coin.
Let me explain something.
I'm using the coins to buy her gas so she can drive directly to hell.
You know what I'm saying? I'm flipping the quarter to the motherfucking boat, the boat dude on the fucking River Styx, dog.
Right.
He's like, yo.
I bought the oar, nigga. What the fuck you mean? Fuck you mean?
He thinks, like, motherfucking, there's not one good Christian in the fucking world, dog. Like, I'm sorry, dog.
That's true. Yep.
This is not what Jesus wanted for. This is not what your father wanted for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all got some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucking, just do right by the next man. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you'll be straight. You know what I'm
saying? Right. Right. But how do you feel about that though, Remy? Like using this as a springboard to attack the black church and you know everything that the black church may or may not perpetuate. You know what I'm saying? They're using this as a springboard to say this is why the black church is what it is.
I mean, like, I feel like the black church isn't good, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you watch one episode of Greenleaf and see how good the black church is.
Shouts out to Own.
Shouts out to Own. But like, I feel like whenever there's a group of like-minded people, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's you're eventually gonna come across a group of people who just wanna, you know what I'm saying? Like, just shoot down everything that they believe, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. So, you know, the black church is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a preacher's kid, dog. Like, I've been to church for 8 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's something to be said about, you know, motherfucker having strong male figures. And you know, a community of people that lacks strong male figures. You know what I'm saying? Like, so. Yeah. So, like, for him to bring that up, you know what I'm saying, during the eulogy, like, I think that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, yo, black men, do your job. You know what I'm saying? Raise your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that message. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what church is supposed to be. They're supposed to give you a message that, like, you know what I'm saying? If you look at what it was back in the, like, civil rights movement times, it was like the hub for information. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Yeah.
And
but
so
your pastor in a lot of places, in a lot of times.
And so your pastor would tell you about, like, you know what I'm saying, what's going on and talking about what things you should vote for was coming up. So, like, I don't think that having your pastor say something political is out of the realm of what should happen. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that, like, your spiritual advisor should be like, God told me, you know what I'm saying, McCain Palin, you know what I'm saying? But
which is what the GOP wants, to be honest.
Right.
That's what they want.
You see, but like, I don't know, like if you don't know what the black church is by now, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a black person, like I question to like what have you been doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're tired, like you don't have no grandmama, you know what I'm saying? No big mama, like fucking schooling you on a game, you know what I'm saying? Like cussing you out, you know what I'm saying, for shacking up.
Somebody that dragged you to church at least one time. You know what it is.
Like, but that's the thing that threw me off. It was like they were like criticizing the noticeable, like, you know what I'm saying, like the not even noticeable, like the go-to, you know what I'm saying, fuck ups to the black church.
Easy targets.
But also, like, one of the things that, like, you know what I'm saying, that you could say, having gone to black church is like sometimes the singing, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for them not to, like, criticize, like, a Fantasia for, like, you know what I'm saying, like, for running, you know what I'm saying, like, God damn Gail Devers or some shit like that. Gibson, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, so how can you, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, I think, like, we live in a troll society now.
Yeah.
And seldom highlighted is, like, what's good or what's liked. You know what I'm saying? More so it's what they don't like. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't see how you could say, like, you know what I mean, praise and worship is 4 hours long and, you know what I mean, the sermon is 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And not be like, yo, they're singing mad songs, B.
I actually wanted to bring that up is a fact of, I think Aretha's 8-9 hour funeral had something for everybody. It had something for the church haters. It had something for the mega Jesus lovers. And it has something for the casual observer who maybe goes to church once every 3 months just to get their hit of Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what,
take
Cannon?
a pull of the Jesus.
Can't do that.
But you know what, Cannon?
What up?
That's every fucking Sunday, dog. Like,
Exactly.
like if you go to church, you know what I'm saying? Like you get a little bit of everything.
Exactly.
Dog.
Exactly.
Like the pastor tell you, like, I don't know who this message is for, and it may be 45 minutes, you know what I'm saying, of some shit that doesn't pertain to you, and 5 minutes you're like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my life together.
5 minutes,
you know what I'm saying?
5 minutes of turning down your radio. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this nigga talking about me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Can he see me?
Exactly.
right.
Can you go to PS 172?
How this nigga knows that Stretch and Bobbito were in my class in PS 172?
You know what I'm saying? Mr. Robinson's.
But but to your point, like Cannon, like you can't even do that shit no more. Like you can't even do like the Power Ranger method, where it's just like,
What's that?
we're gonna give you everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a black, I'm gonna give you an Asian, I'm gonna give you a white, I'm gonna give you a ginger, I'm gonna give you a Jew, I'm gonna give you, like, you know what I mean?
Nah.
Because it's
Green
like,
Ranger?
because it's like, why didn't the Asian girl get as many lines? Why she always gotta do backflips?
Why she the Yellow Ranger? You know what I'm saying?
Nigga.
Like, come on, yo.
Why can't she just walk in the room? Why she gotta why she gotta run on treetops? You know what I'm saying? Everywhere she goes.
Right, Susie Roll Ranger. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, yo.
Come on, yo. Why is the Black Ranger
Spring Roll
breakdancing?
Ranger, go.
Damn.
Why is the Black Ranger breakdancing and doing mad backspin,
Dog.
son?
Why is his Zord tinted out? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's the only
Why is his Zord low riding, son?
He's got the only Zord with tints on the joint. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's the only...
Why is Zord on scrapers though? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Why is this joint the only joint with hydraulics? Son, I don't understand.
Why is he the last joint? Because he got speakers in the back slowing down his joint.
Oh man.
playing the Power Rangers theme, you know what I'm saying?
do.
Nigga with all the bass.
The trap version though, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Mad 808s in it, son. Mad 808s.
Yo. The Black Rangers joint is so lit, though. Like, why? Everybody else.
Why don't even come? Why don't even show up to the function? You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is like a motherfucking, like, they got like giraffes. They got like giraffes and like cheetahs and shit. This nigga got a box Caprice and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold up. Like,
oh man, this dude got a chant black in my house. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this nigga got a whole dog. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga gets on as a chant black in my house, dog.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this?
With Tim's on, son. With Tim's
You know what I'm
on.
saying?
Don't forget the Tim's.
That's his joint. Like, it's not complete until like, you know what I'm saying, the nigga Zord puts the Tim's on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were getting their ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? The city was getting fucked up.
Why you still got a do-rag with the cape out? You know?
Dog.
The Cape Out's where the powers come from, Remy. Don't you watch this show? Don't you keep up with this show, Remy?
Dog, Angel Grove was getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying? The Megazord was getting fried.
Uh-huh.
Late step his double souls. And it was like, oh.
Oh, this is what y'all doing, huh?
And then the tempo sped up on the do. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas get sliced up every day, B.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yo, y'all should have doing the drum solo on the fucking Power Rangers song, dog.
Dog, only on the hype joints we talked about this.
Off, dog.
We talked about it only on the hype joints, dog.
Yep.
Because like when it was sad joints, when like, you know what I'm saying?
There were no drums.
When the White Ranger left, dog, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
it was like 12 pages of sheet music. It was 12 pages of sheet music and 3 notes. You know what I'm saying? They was turning the pages over.
How do we arrive here, dog?
I have no idea.
The Franklin
No.
Power Rangers,
Took a
dog.
fucking left turn to Albuquerque, son.
It was mad silent toe taps.
Man,
Dude.
Ghost Notes. Fuck it.
No, it's mad cursive Z's, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
So, speaking of crooked letters, let's talk about Kaepernick now becoming the face of Nike, signing a contract to be the spokesperson, the face of the 30-year Just Do It campaign.
Bro.
And right about now,
Bro.
NFL fans, Trump fans, everybody who cannot stand Kaepernick for kneeling, for starting the rage, for speaking up, for putting his money where his mouth is. The man donated over $1 million of his own money to various causes. And, boom,
Bruh.
he, as the kids say, he secured the bag.
The time signature is a negative fraction. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, yo.
Every number, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying, negative square root of 15, dog.
Perpendicular to the square.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going through this. But, boom. but about Kaepernick, though. What about Kaepernick?
It's too late. Fuck it. It's too late. I mean, like, half of me is like, it's too late. Like, we already did this shit. But the other half of me is like, and I said this before, not to be critical of anything about Kaepernick, but I really believe that he did not have a shot to play in the NFL.
Right.
He had a chance to be a backup, but to be real with you, the system that he was famous for running and the one that got him to where he was in the NFC Championship, or it was a Super Bowl, I can't remember. NFC Championship. Was it Super Bowl?
Yeah, he was in the Super Bowl against the Ravens.
Is non existent. Fucking
It's the same type of human being, dog.
Exactly. So it's like,
and he doesn't exist in the NFL right now. You know what I'm saying?
Kenny, you remember a while back when we was running the Wildcat offense? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you had two running backs, and it was the shit. And it was 2 years later, and those guys aren't there no more. I don't know what Marion Barber is, Felix Jones, like,
wow,
guys are out of the league. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain times in the league where, you know what I'm saying, some shit just catches on, and it's like, all right, you know what I mean? You can't stop it this year. I don't know, like, this is just it.
right.
We'll figure this out, though. You know what I'm saying?
And then they figure it out. It takes them a year or two, and then the guys that specialize in those packages or those plays get washed out. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what happened with Cap. So, like, to be real with you, I don't know that, like, he would have been a starting quarterback anywhere, but he definitely could have been a backup quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So half of me saying this is good for him because he's getting some money back where I don't know that he would get money in the league.
Okay.
But the other half of me saying, like, this is too late. Let's not placate this nigga. Like, he's been on a job for 2 years. Like Nike's finally making a statement. Where are you at, though? Like, where you been at?
Where were you?
He's been at, like, this peak, you know what I'm saying, like, popularity status, this social justice status for years now. You know what I'm saying? So, business-wise, it made sense to be like, we're fucking Kaepernick. Because even as the style of play changed and his success was diminishing, he was gaining popularity because of this social, you know what I'm saying, this stance on social justice. Yeah. So it would have made sense to be like, you got the Air Kaepernick coming out right now. They didn't do that.
Nah.
So why are you doing it now? Fuck you.
Fuck you. Damn. Strong words from Boom Dynamite. Okay. Remy, how do you feel about the situation?
I mean, I'm happy he getting a check. You know what I'm saying? Like, this stopped, like, all this Kaepernick shit stopped mattering to me personally. Like,
that stopped mattering to you a while ago.
Around August last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like whatever the fuck. Like this is even a thing now. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we still talking about this nigga, dog? You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't got no mixtapes out. You know what I'm saying? He ain't spent no fucking. I ain't seen him in no videos.
That's real though. You know
what I'm saying? Like why is he still around? You know what I'm saying? And
no, Terrell Owens posted a video of him running a 4.240, showing teams that he can still play in the NFL.
A 4.240 though?
Yeah.
Terrell Owens is in a joke, in a game. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was a 4-4, excuse me. But
but it was still dumb fast for his age.
But you don't see...
for his age, it was dumb fast in general. You know
yeah, sure.
You don't see Kaepernick, you know what I'm saying, having been...
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm out here throwing 40-yard bombs and shit.
Right. Which goes to Remy's point, though, right? Because Remy's point for a long time is I don't think Kaepernick really cares about football. He probably just cares about the situation surrounding him getting back into football. And maybe that's true. Maybe now, like, we see the full extent of it, right? Is that he gets this Nike campaign, he gets paid, he gets to be the face of it, he gets to rattle some cages, and that money, I'm 100% sure, is going to go towards his case against the NFL for collusion,
right? Which,
did not get thrown out this week. So
respect to that. You know what I'm saying?
So I think it's a good thing. Put him back in front of the national spotlight again. Let's rile up some racists. Why not?
Right.
Didn't Nike just like sign like a deal with like the NFL, or was it the NBA? Isn't Nike doing all the jerseys?
Yeah, that was the NBA. That was the NBA. They redid the jerseys last year.
Right.
But still, Nike is a big I don't know if it's Nike or Reebok, but Nike does a lot of stuff in the NFL regardless. So, boom, what were you going to say about the biggest? Pause.
No, I was saying Nike is the biggest, sporting joint worldwide. So, you know what I'm saying? They trump the NFL, you know what I'm saysaying? So, they can definitely influence what the NFL does. But like I said, it's not like this nigga was fucking, you know what I'm saying, Uncle Rico and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
he didn't throw it.
He's not Al Bundy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not.
He didn't throw 4 touchdowns in a high school game.
Again, I'm with the shit. He's definitely been blackballed, but it's hard to, like I said, what's the end game? So we fight and this nigga's a second string quarterback that doesn't play, or we fight and he becomes a second string quarterback, someone gets hurt and he becomes a starter, and we see that he's inaccurate and, you know what I'm saying, not what we remembered him as being in the Super Bowl years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
doesn't know how to play from the pocket, you know what I'm saying? Like,
which is all the shit we said before. And it's just like, I don't want to see that happen. You know what I'm saying? So I said, this is a good thing for him. He definitely has a case for collusion. He definitely, all this shit is real. But I don't think all the niggas that are like him. I was like, coach this weekend. I was like, you know what I'm saying, trying to get fantasy football for the Cubs. And he was like, I don't watch football no more. Kaepernick, and I was like, bro, did you really want to watch Kaepernick play football? It's like, it's like me saying, bro, I'm not watching basketball no more until they put a, you know what I'm saying, a junkyard dog back in the league. You know what I'm saying? I need more Jerome Williams. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Oh man,
washed man.
Not watching one more game until I see Ruben Patterson step on
the field. Unless Corliss Williamson has a jumper, you know what I'm saying? I'm not watching this shit.
Oh man.
Oh boy. Yeah, no, that's a great point.
Be real, Cannon. You watch football,
yeah.
You know that his style of play went out, and he didn't do the best at adapting. Yeah, no, you make a great point in that I've lived through something similar to that with Mike Vick. One of my favorite quarterbacks, period, because of his style of play. I love the fast motion and the running and that athleticism that Mike Vick could throw a football 100 yards with the flick of the wrist. Easy. Yeah, really.
Flick of the wrist.
With a flick pretty of the too. That shit look pretty.
Right. But when he got out of prison and my Philadelphia Eagles signed him, the first thing you saw was he couldn't play right away. He was not ready for game speed. He was inaccurate. It was fun to have Mike Vick on your team and see him run wild, but the nigga checked down, after the first read wasn't open. He checked down and then the check down wasn't there and then he ran. And
that's what he was doing in Atlanta. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, right. So I'm saying to see Kaepernick sign with let's let's say Kaepernick randomly signs with the Seattle Seahawks, right? Right. And then Russell Wilson rolls his ankle. He's out with a sprained ankle for 1 week. That means Kaepernick got to start. And then Kaepernick goes in there and on the first play, sails a pass, which is what Kaepernick was known to do, was miss high. Sails a pass, free safety catches it, runs it back for a touchdown. Where are we then? What, like, everything that he did to kneel, to bring light to police brutality, everything still stands. But the nigga threw an interception on his first possession. But you
a bum, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So it's like,
is this your king? Is this your king?
Is this your king, yo?
I don't know if I want that for my boy Cap at this point. So,
and that's a great that Vic is a great example. And like, cause like when you say when he was in Atlanta, like no one really understood how athletic he was.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it was like, if we hold the receivers for like 3 seconds.
Yep.
And he's like, nah, dog, I'm super fast. And they're like, okay. he's like, okay, so like if you get outside the pocket, I should have like a linebacker that spies on you that can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just follow you around the whole time.
And he's like, nah, dog, I'm super fast.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to explain to you.
No, for real. Like, you really don't really understand how fast I am right now.
So then they were like, all right, so if the linebacker misses you, we got to hope that the receivers, you know what I'm saying, don't block anybody. And he was like, I got jukes.
Right.
And I'm super fast. And so literally, and that's exactly what's happening in Atlanta. You drop back, make one read that's not open, gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And we came to Philly, tried to do the same shit, and they were like, no, we know how to stop this now.
Yep.
Like, you've been locked up for 2 years. Like, you haven't played for a year. Like,
we're figuring this out.
Right.
We got you. We're faster now too, bro.
We've been watching tape. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then what happened when he left Philly? He ended up going to Pittsburgh and like never played because he couldn't adapt to the new game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it could be the same thing for Kaep. So at this point, this Nike thing might be the best part. And when I too believe that there was definitely collusion. When that's proven to be true, I think you have a great point in that, Boom, is where do we go from there? What is the next step? All right, they actually colluded to keep him out of the NFL. Now what? Does he get signed? And like I said, throw an interception on his first possession, and now he's a bum? Like, this is what y'all fought for?
I didn't want to see him play again because like my whole shit was like when he was like working out for teams and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
My whole shit was like the motherfucker needed to be godly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You need to be so godly that it doesn't matter that you're taking the knee. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? That white people hate you. You know what I'm saying? It's like I am the football god. You know what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah. You know what I'm saying? Great. You know what I'm saying? Like. That's what it should have been, but like I felt like I said it before on the show, like I never felt that was his mentality, dog. Like he doesn't give a shit about football, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see him play football. Right. No, if he don't want to play football, I don't want to see him play.
There was a quote that your man Tony Gonzalez said, and he was talking. He was like, you know what I'm saying, talking about the percentage of people that play football, and he was like, I think that like 85% of people play football are just content with being in the NFL.
Right.
And then he was like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like 10 to 12%, like, you know what I'm saying, actually work at, like, go practice and try to get better.
Right.
And trying to be like good professionals, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then he was like the last 3% of niggas that are like addicted to football and want to be better and want to be the greatest of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, you know what I'm saying, when you look at football, there are niggas like that come in that are just ridiculous talents. And we saw Reggie Bush get this shit together. And we're like, yo, Reggie's crazy.
Right.
And then niggas figured it out. He didn't work on his game. And then he's out the NFL. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You saw, Joe, like I said, Marion Barber, and we had Felix Jones winning that, you know what I'm saying, that that offense. Nobody could stop it. 2 running backs. Mm-hmm. And then they figured it out. They're both out of the league. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There was a time where niggas would just throw the ball deep to fast receivers, and niggas are out of the league now. You know what I mean? Like
Deshaun Jackson.
Exactly. So it's like, if you don't work on your game or change something up, and regardless of how, you know what I'm saying, how far you got with your shit, the next year it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, RG3 was a phenom.
Man, that first year was
amazing.
Yeah.
There's nothing you could do with the read option. Like, you know, it's like,
yeah.
And I'm going to run up the middle, or if you dive in the middle, I'm going outside for 15 yards every time.
Yep. Then niggas figured out that motherfucker's 85 pounds soaking wet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bruh.
It's just like, just keep hitting them.
Remember,
just fuck it. That was actually how they figured out the read option. They said, it doesn't matter what he does, hit the fucking quarterback. And that's how they figured out the read option. Done.
Dog, you know, when you had like a goddamn Darren Sproles, and you were like, we're just gonna wheel this nigga out the backfield. Yep. And niggas couldn't stop it. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? The next 2 years, like, you still alright, but like it wasn't the same like it used to be. Like, you know what I mean? Like, niggas figure shit out, bro. You gotta change up.
Yeah. But as far as the Nike campaign, it's nice to see them back him. At least now, he's getting a check. It'll be fun to see Trump's reaction, and if Trump hasn't tweeted about it already. But Trump's reaction is going to get major play, you know, countrywide. How do you guys feel about that angle of this whole thing? Because it's coming. Pause.
I feel like Trump's gonna be quiet for the next couple of weeks, dog.
I don't.
He kind of got shitted on with these funeral joints. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's the shit though. Like, when the shit is the hottest, he starts talking the spiciest. You know what I'm saying?
But
when
like, the block is the hottest, he talks.
But like this time it wasn't like motherfucking like motherfucking colored folk. You know what I'm saying? Just shitting on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like that nigga John McCain on his deathbed said, "Do not let that motherfucker come to my funeral, dog." Everybody else can come. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga was like, this nigga said, "I want all the living presidents except for the president." You know what I'm saying?
Except for the current one.
Straight up.
And that nigga Trump golfed this weekend.
He ain't had nothing else to do. He wasn't invited nowhere else. That's the joint.
Yeah.
Like you say, like trust the process. He's alienating himself. He's alienating America from everything, dog.
Yup. You right. We have shit to do this weekend except eat and golf. That's it.